and welcome to the channel. My name is Renu. Today in this video, I'm super excited to share with you that single tip which is gonna help you to improve your English. Well, the tip which I'm going to tell you in this video, this is not only for improving your speaking skills, but also some different aspects in English. You can also improve your writing skills in English. You can also improve your pronunciation in English. You can expand your vocabulary and increase your knowledge. So this video is going to be really informative. Later on in the video, we are going to discuss what are some amazing benefits of this tip. And of course, before starting the video, I really want you to drop down in the comment section your label in English. What is your label in English? Whether your label is beginner, advanced label or intermediate label, whatever the label you have, you need to drop it down in the comment section. Now, why I'm asking for your label in English? See, what happens is I got so many comments saying the same thing, that we cannot understand you. Now you must understand your label in English. What is your label in English? Then only you are going to identify whether you can understand a person or not, right? And of course, the another reason of asking the question, your label in English, is that if you know very well your label in English, you are going to work accordingly with the tip which I am going to tell you in this video, right? So it is really compulsory to know your label in English so that you can work, you can improve your English speaking skills, you can improve your English accordingly with the tip which I am going to tell you in this video. All right, so this video is going to be really informative. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, if you're new here, if you haven't subscribed this channel already, subscribe this channel right now and share your feedback in the comment section about this video. Now, without further delay, let's get started. Okay, so before telling the main tip, before telling the main content of the video, I really want you to know some amazing benefits of this tip so that you can actually feel excited and you can believe in the tip that yes, this is going to work for you. This is going to improve your English, right? So let's quickly discuss some amazing benefits of this single tip. By the way, it's really simple. You can easily apply in your English learning journey. The first benefit of this tip is that you are going to expand your vocabulary. You would be able to learn some different vocabularies which are important in English language, which are really necessary to use while talking to someone. While in written English or in spoken English, it is really important. You can easily expand some important vocabularies if you follow this tip which I'm going to tell you in this video. Okay, so this is the first benefit, that you are going to expand your vocabulary set and you are going to sound like a native speaker. Once you have some amazing and important vocabularies, you can easily speak English fluently and smoothly. So this is the first benefit that you are going to get if you follow this tip, that you can easily expand your vocabularies. Now let's talk about the next important benefit. So the next important benefit, if you follow this tip, is that you are actually going to improve your understanding in English. Now, whatever you read, most of the time you have found yourself that we are struggling, right? We are struggling to understand English content. But if you follow this tip, it is going to be really easier for you to understand the English content. Whether it's about written English or spoken English, you can easily understand English, right? So your understanding would be developed if you follow this tip. Now let's talk about the next important benefit of this tip if you follow this tip. So the next important benefit is that you are actually going to work on your grammar. Now you must have heard that grammar is really important. Grammar is really important if you really want to speak English fluently and correctly, right? So you must know you must know basic grammar or important grammar topics so that you can speak English fluently and correctly. So if you follow this tip, you are actually going to improve your grammar as well. Some different topics in grammar, like sentence structures. You would be learning some amazing and important sentence structures as well. All right, now another benefit of this tip is that you are also going to improve your pronunciation. Improving pronunciation is really important, right? If you really want to sound like a native speaker, if you really want to speak English fluently without hesitation or without fumbling and all, you must be good in pronunciation. And you can work easily if you follow this tip which I'm going to tell you, right? So it is really easy to improve your pronunciation. Just need to follow the tip which I'm going to tell you. Let's talk about the next amazing benefit. Next amazing benefit is that you are actually going to improve your critical thinking. It is really important to improve our critical thinking, right? It is the most common question that I've been receiving in my comment section, that we are unable to think in English. Just let me tell you here, if you actually improve your critical thinking, it would be far easier for you to think in English, to start thinking in English. Now let's talk about the tip, which is that single tip which will help you to improve your English faster. Okay, so the tip is that reading. I really want to emphasize reading. There are so many benefits actually, really. I mean, I don't know why people just underestimate readings in English. When they are learning English, they really underestimate readings, power of reading. But it is really important. If you really want to improve your English faster, you must develop this habit. You must develop habit of English reading. If you include this habit in your daily routine, you are actually improve your English faster, literally, and you can also speak English fluently and confidently, because there are so many benefits. So you must start reading in English. To improve your English faster with the help of readings, I would say here you must start with the thing which you are interested in, right? Anything, any interest you have, you need to start with that particular thing. For example, that you like to read about self help, you like to read about self development, then you must start reading with that particular you can say category, right? Because if you are starting with your interest, you are more likely to continue reading. Make sure that you are starting reading with your interest, as per your interest only. And if you really don't know what to read and how to read, if you find yourself that very, it is very hard, it is very difficult to read something, you really don't understand, then I would say here, as I have already asked you before, you must understand your label in English, right? If your label is beginner, you must start with children books. Some children books, literally, they are super duper easy and you can easily understand them. You can develop your thinking from beginner level. If your level is beginner in English, you must start with children books. And gradually you need to increase your level. But first you really need to know your label in English. Then only you are going to develop that. Now this is for beginner level student. This is for beginner level learners who are learning English. So make sure that you are starting your English reading skills with children book. Then only you are going to understand each and everything. If you are starting with children books, it would be really good for you. If you start with children books, you are going to strong your understanding, if you start with children books. Now if I talk about intermediate level, so if you have intermediate level, you must start reading with like whatever you like. You can also read some newspaper, some different articles, books, whatever you like to read, any category. For me, I read self-help books. I really love to read about self-improvement. So I always go with self-help books. I like to read about it. Now it's your time to know which is your interest. You really need to start reading if you really want to improve your English faster, right? Whatever I'm telling you right now, this is all based on my experience. This is the only thing, and this is real stick. If you are improving this habit, if you just develop this single habit, you are actually going to get amazing results in your English, literally. So start reading something, whatever you like, and make sure that you know very well your level in English. Then only you are going to improve gradually in English, right? Now the main important question is that how to improve reading in English, what to do to improve reading, and to just increase your understanding in English. Here are some amazing and important points which you really need to take care of whenever you are reading something. Okay, so the most important point, the first point is that you really need to slow down your speed. Whenever you are reading something, make sure that you are reading slowly. You must read regularly. If you read regularly, you are more likely to improve quickly. Set small goals in reading. Whenever you are reading something, try to set some small goals in reading. Make sure that you are maintaining a proper journal to improve your vocabulary. You must read loud. You must read loud so that you can actually improve your listening as well as your pronunciation skills. Take notes whenever you are reading anything, whatever you like to read. make sure that you are taking notes of that. You are just highlighting important point. If you highlight important point, you are more likely to remember that for longer. Practice scanning. Practice scanning mean to say that you must know how to get a main idea, from a paragraph. So we really need to have patience, and we really need to be consistent whenever we are learning something. It takes time to improve whatever we learn something new. Okay, so these are all some amazing benefits and points which will help you to improve your English reading. And of course, if you just develop this single habit, literally again I'm emphasizing this point, that if you just develop this single habit, you can actually get amazing results in your English learning journey. So make sure that gradually you are trying to improve this habit in your daily routine. You are just trying to attach your this habit with your daily routine. And of course, it is really important to put your 100% efforts. You really need to put 100% efforts to learn this language, to improve your English faster, to speak English fluently and confidently. So without putting efforts, if you're expecting that I'm going to improve, it is not going to be happen ever. So make sure that you are putting your 100% efforts to learn the language, to improve your English faster. And improving your English reading can help you so much to improve your English language. So this is the important technique, or you can say tip, which I really wanted to tell you to improve your English faster. And just because I've tried it, so I really wanted to share with you. Now, if you find this video very helpful, make sure to let me know in the comment section. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in the next videos.